In today's busy world, being able to cook from scratch in a flash has never been more important.
Quite nice, really.
So I'm off on a journey to explore the exciting world of speedy cooking.
Oh, that looks amazing.
No matter how far-flung the destination.
A little bit different, very quick.
Hurry up, Mary, let's get a move on.
I'm doing my best.
Or how close to home.
This is the best bit of the day.
It's hard to get the dollops the right size.
I will bring all this wonderful food back to you.
And it doesn't get much quicker or more delicious than that.
I've cooked in some very busy places over the years.
There's nowhere busier than an international airport. Time flies by so quickly.
I've been given an Access All Areas pass to go behind the scenes at London's Heathrow Airport to see how they manage to feed more than 70 million people every year. From the everyday passengers and hard-working airport staff to the high-flying VIPs. Just how do they manage to keep them all fed and watered in the shortest time possible? I'm starting my journey where we all do in the airport, the busy departure lounges. There are dozens of restaurants to choose from here, but for all of them, speed is of the essence. Nobody wants to miss their flight because they are waiting for their food to arrive.
Many of them say they'll deliver it right here in 15 minutes. We'll see about that. We're ready to order then, ma'am? Well, I'm tempted by all sorts of things, but I think I'll go for the fish and chips.
Fish and chips, please. Yes, chef.
Each dish is prepared to order, with ingredients delivered fresh every day. Head chef Julian O'Neill is already hard at work battering my fish from scratch.
Good morning, Mary.
Julian, good morning. So my fish and chips, just a minute.
This is it. It's just going in now, Mary.
Right.
It's come up from Cornwall this morning.
Has it?
Yes, it has. Arrived with us at 5 o'clock this morning.
So how many people come through the restaurant in the year?
We did 378,000 covers last year, so over 1,100 covers a day. It's hard. We start at 3:30 in the morning, and we have 2 shifts, and we finish about 10 o'clock at night, 365 days a year.
Julian is obviously passionate about the food he serves, even down to the crispness of the batter on my fish.
We try to get a much lighter effect on the batter, so that it's almost like a Japanese tempura batter, so it keeps its crispness and it keeps it really, really crunchy and very light. I want you to be able to taste that Cornish seawater when you cut into it.
The pressure is being quick because if you guarantee, and I've got to give you an hour on my watch, that you serve in 15 minutes. That's a very short time.
But we have to do it in under 15 minutes because the passengers want to make sure they get their flights, and we do not want to be the cause of them missing it. Mary, I think you better go back and sit down at your table, because otherwise it'll be there before you get there.
Well, you're well within time. Well done.
Thank you very much. Great to see you.
So no packets or microwaves here. It just shows you can cook from scratch when the clocks are ticking.
Here we are, ma'am, your fish and chips.
Gosh, 13 minutes, that's not bad. Doesn't that look beautiful? Mushy peas, beautifully bright green. Lovely crispy fish. I hope those chips are crisp. And the fish in beautiful flakes.
Now, if you love seafood, like Julian's wonderful cod, I have a very light recipe that uses only the freshest of ingredients. Mouth-watering king prawns with broccoli and oyster mushrooms, made in a flash.
The secret about doing a pan fry is to get all the ingredients prepared ahead. The prawns are shelled and they're raw, they're king prawns. I've got a couple of shallots here. These are banana shallots. I'm going to cut them in half and then shred them fairly finely. Then I've got these beautiful oyster mushrooms. They're delicate and you never want to cook them for too long, and so they'll be the last thing to go into my recipe. If you can't get oyster mushrooms, you could use any of the other mushrooms. I think my choice would be chestnut.
To add some heat to the mix, I've finely sliced a red chilli and 2 centimetres of fresh ginger.
And I've taken little tiny pieces of broccoli, and they'll stay beautifully crisp and cooked for a short time. So all my preparation is done. You can do that a bit ahead if you want to. Then if you've got friends round, you can have a chat and a drink, then come and even do it in front of them because it is so easy and quick to do. Right, I've got a high heat here. So shallots in the pan, then the ginger, and then in goes the chilli. And I'm not touching that because keep it away from your eyes. In it goes. Then I find the best way of stirring this is to do it with 2 spoons.
The key to this dish is to ensure all these wonderful ingredients keep their individual flavours and textures. So after 30 seconds in the pan, it's time for the prawns.
Essential to keep stirring them. Prawns are turning pink now. I'm going to add the broccoli. It's bright green now. It'll get even greener as soon as it hits the heat.
And throw in the mushrooms.
The reason for cooking at a high heat is that you don't get the pan full of liquid. If you do it slowly, you'll have stewed, and that's not what we want.
Season and then add the rich spicy sauce. I've mixed 6 tablespoons of black bean sauce, the juice of half a lemon, and 2 tablespoons of dark soy sauce.
That's ready to serve. Sheer perfection. Let's do it right now. You know what's special about this? Everything has kept its texture and flavour. And another bonus, it's really, really healthy. That's good for us.
Heathrow employs more than 37,000 people, from baggage handlers and security to cleaners, engineers and ground staff. As well as the restaurants, the airport has 16 staff canteens, many of which are open day and night. For some, it's not always easy to find time to grab a bite to eat. The airport fire station is crucial to safety here, and they employ a full-time crew of 106. I'm about to tick something off my bucket list. I've been invited to join them in action.
Thank you.
Babe, you ready?
Yep.
Well, almost. It's actually a training exercise.
Mark, that was quick. How long does it take you to get from here out?
So we've got 3 minutes to reach any point on the runway, ideally in 2, but our maximum is 3.
It's all very well rushing around here on the airport, but who has preference, the plane or you?
The aircraft always got preference over us, yeah.
So you've got to be really alert, even though you know there's a fire ahead.
The crews have a specially built airliner to train on, a 747 MD-11 for those in the know. She's affectionately known as the Green Goddess.
Gosh, look at that. It looks very powerful.
These new engines cost more than £800,000 and there's not a hose in sight. Instead, I'm about to be let loose with the water cannon.
Okay, ready now?
Yep.
Directed towards the flyer.
Okay.
Yeah, just right a little bit. Up a touch.
Now, I may be a dab hand with an icing nozzle, but this one is a bit more exciting to operate.
that good? Is that getting it?
That's right on in. Yeah.
Right. Is that gone now?
Yeah, you put it out now, I think.
It's gone.
These crews are on call 24 hours a day. Finding time to eat a hearty meal isn't always easy.
We all bring food in and we all cook together.
And what happens if you've been in the middle of a meal or something? You have to dump it?
One of those things, unfortunately, the microwave will get used, so there's always a queue for the microwave if we get a call.
Well, that's really exciting, and thank goodness it was only training.
There we go, all back.
Right. This is the best bit of the day. Bet you're all green with envy. Thanks.
As a thank you to this extraordinary bunch, I'm going to take a turn at cooking lunch for them.
So, right, Dave and Katie, I'm going to make my version of chicken korma. It's not classic, it's not traditional, but it is quick. Right, let's divide the duties. I think you look an excellent onion man. Come and do these onions. Can you do like the garlic? I think we need about 4 cloves.
That's the onions, garlic and chicken being sliced, and the cardamom being ground. 3 pairs of hands certainly make quick work of all this.
Have you had curry? Is it part of what you have here?
Yeah, mostly we have it on a Tuesday night. We do a Tuesday night curry.
Tuesday night curry.
Yeah.
And who's the one that cooks it?
Probably me, yeah.
The lovely thing about this recipe is that everything can be cooked in one pan, starting with the strips of chicken.
So, Dave, oh gosh, that looks good. It's got a nice bit of brown. So, off the heat, then in goes the onions. I'll bring those over.
While the onions brown, I can mix the aromatic spices that will give the curry its delicious flavour. Cardamom, curry powder and sliced chilli for a touch of heat.
Just you smell that.
It smells lovely.
So all the classic korma spices are in there.
Now that the flavours in this wonderful spice mix have infused into the onions, add the chicken back in and pour over some chicken stock.
Ground almonds, now that's all a part of korma. In it goes there. Seems a lot, but we are serving 12 people. And mango chutney, about 4 good spoons. That's it. So, Dave, is that up to your standard?
I think it's above my standards by the look of it.
Finally, to give the sauce a bit of luxury, some lemon juice and a generous serving of creamy yoghurt should do the trick.
So not only is it quick, if you get called out on call, it will keep beautifully and the flavours will mellow. Just reheat it when you come back.
Wonderful.
I think it's time to call the rest of the crew while it's at its best.
Come on, you lot, grubs up.
So that's my quick korma-style chicken curry. Serve with rice and all ready in less than 30 minutes.
Oh, well done, well done.
There we are.
Thank you. It looks beautiful.
Oh, that's Jules that lifted me. You can have an extra big help.
Thank you very much. Keep my strength up.
No, I hope they're seconds.
I also have the perfect pud to follow. A wonderful sandwich cake. I'm sure there'll be a big hit with the crew. Oh dear, well, they might not get the chance to try until a bit later, but I know it's well worth the wait. It's as quick to make as it is delicious.
There's not much I don't know about cakes. This is my apple sandwich cake. Brand new recipe and very fast. So 4 eggs. Next, 225 grams of baking spread.
Then add the same amount again of caster sugar and self-raising flour.
Easy to remember the ingredients. And just 1 teaspoon of baking powder. Slowly to start with, so it doesn't shoot the flour over there.
I want this mix to be smooth, to give the cake a light and fluffy texture.
That's perfect.
Eating apples give the cake a layer of interest.
I nearly lost it that time.
Coarsely grate too and carefully fold into the mix.
It reminds me of when I did it at school, round the outside and cut through the middle. So just do that, and as soon as it's all mixed, straight into the tins. Fairly equal amount in each.
Slip into the oven at 160 degrees fan for about 25 or 30 minutes until the cakes are golden brown. These sponges smell wonderful, but what makes this cake so delicious is the rich lemon curd and cream filling.
And now the final touch. That's it, my apple sandwich cake. So quick to make.
I've seen how the millions of passengers and airport staff are fed, but not everyone eats in the bustling terminals or staff canteens.
Some passengers pay for the privilege of something quite different.
I'm going to get a taste of what it's like to travel and dine like a proper VIP.
And here we are.
Thank you very much.
Good morning, madam.
Thank you very much.
Hidden away in a secret corner of the airport is an exclusive route that will take you from car to plane without ever seeing a queue. It is the must-have for the super rich, the famous, and even the occasional royal.
Welcome to your lounge, madam.
Every guest has their own private suite.
Enjoy your flight, madam.
While they relax in comfort,
Well, this is the life.
dishes are prepared to order by a team of chefs, and staff are on call to see to their every need.
This, you just press it. And if I just feel a little bit peckish, or another cup of coffee, or just feeling a bit lonely, there we go. He'll be here in a moment.
Hello, Mary. Welcome to Insert Seat. My name is Hakan. I'm your butler today.
I'm most intrigued. You must tell me more about this. Do you have princes and princesses and all sorts of people?
All royal families, all celebrities.
So how much does this little lot cost?
£3,000.
£3,000. So that would be an annual subscription used as many times as I like?
This is one of use for £3,000.
That's an awful lot of money, isn't it?
Would you like me to offer you our menu?
I can think of nothing I'd like more. Just look at that.
Sure, sir.
I'm beginning to think it's worth it. Lobster brioche, no less. I think I could take that at any time of day. Do you know, there's one thing, as a bit of a cook, I'd love to meet your chef. And do you think on the way out I might get a glance of all those famous people who are tucked in all the suites around here?
You're real?
I'll have a look.
Please come through.
Maybe the head chef, Sam Morgan, will spill the beans on any Hollywood stars in today.
Does anybody say I want to come and see the kitchen?
We've had a few people come in the kitchen, so
Have you?
yeah, just to say hello.
Who have you had then?
I can't tell you.
I know, you're being very, very careful.
No, I know,
Quite
I
right
have to
too.
be.
You are very organised. Everything's ready for a demonstration.
It is indeed, yeah.
Well,
so
come
we've
on,
got
show me.
a beautiful lobster tail today.
So you do this individually for anyone that comes through?
Yes. So for any client, they can order whatever they want, as much of or as little of from the menu as they would like.
Sam starts the lobster and brioche by making the quenelle.
So that's the truffle oil gone in there?
It is, yeah. So we start off with a little bit of mayonnaise, and then we add a little bit of Greek yogurt to lighten it, and then we have some truffle oil, some fresh chives.
Beautifully shredded up, right?
So you get a lovely fragrance from the truffle
So
oil
the
on
claw's in there.
that. Yeah, so this is the claw.
A little bit of salt.
Yeah.
And this is, you've cut a circle out of brioche, which is much lighter, isn't it, than bread?
Yes, much lighter, nice sweetness to it.
The quenelle and lobster tail is topped with a whole lobster claw, and a sprinkling of crispy onions.
Can I taste that? I've never had crispy onion. It's very, very crunchy.
Yeah, very nice. Gives a lovely deep earthiness flavour.
It's brought together with some nasturtium leaves, pea shoots and a drizzle of olive oil, all in less than 10 minutes.
Sam, that looks absolutely amazing.
Would you like me to call the butler to take it to your lounge for you?
No, I'll take it myself. And you never know who I might meet en route. I'll keep my house open.
Enjoy. Thank you.
Thank you, boys. Bye. With a little bit of effort, I could get used to this.
From being met by the doorman to clearing your own private security, the whole experience can take less than 20 minutes.
They even take you right to the plane. I'm glad I didn't have to pull my suitcase all this way. Thank you so much. Pleasure.
Just because you don't have a butler at home doesn't mean that you can't have a taste of the good life. I have a quick dish that's grand enough for even the most demanding VIP.
Scallops are sheer luxury, and they cook in minutes. I'm doing them in a beautiful creamy sauce with tarragon, leeks and a little garlic.
First job is to make the creamy vegetable base. Finely shred 2 leeks and add to a hot pan with a knob of butter.
Make sure it's all coated in the butter and oil, and then put the lid on, keep checking it, and it'll take about 8 minutes to be soft.
Grate in 1 clove of garlic, and to give it a real depth of flavour, add a generous glug of white wine.
Just like that. I'm just going to reduce that until I can hardly see any liquid in the bottom of the pan.
To give the leeks that luxurious velvety texture, add 150 ml of double pouring cream.
Always reduce the wine first, then reduce the cream. If you put them in together, sometimes it will split.
Finally, add some freshly chopped tarragon and parsley, the perfect way to complement those leeks.
Now that is completely ready for the scallops, and the reason why I'm doing the scallops at the end is they take a minute.
Season, then add the scallops to a very hot pan.
If you haven't cooked scallops before, they take a very short cooking time, between a minute and a minute and a half. Slide them slightly. At the moment, it's translucent, and it will become a matte finish, and you'll see it creeping up the side.
As soon as they get that wonderful caramelised colouring, they're ready to turn.
Look at that colour, doesn't it look beautiful?
Finish off with a dab of butter and then serve. Quick and simple, but so delicious.
Scallops with leek and tarragon. I think that's just perfect for a VIP menu.
Around the world, nearly 10,000 planes are up in the air at any one time. That's a lot of hungry passengers. Just like the restaurants on the ground, the airlines also have to serve thousands of meals in the shortest time possible. Across the runway here at Heathrow is the training academy, where they put the pilots and the cabin crews through their paces. I'm not sure a go on the slide is really for me. I'm off to the first-class training galley to see just how they can turn out so many meals so quickly.
So, Mark, Laura,
Hi.
this is where it's all going on, in this little space.
You'd be amazed, actually, at how much food and drink and everything you can get in these spaces. This is the afternoon tea that we have on offer today.
Wait a minute, where are the scones?
In the oven right now.
That's
Warming
enough.
up. Yeah? Yeah.
How many will that take your oven take?
Probably on the side, I could fit in 2 trays, so that's 24 per, so a lot.
But like any bake, there's only one way to really tell how good it is.
That is really, really good.
Mary, can I make you a cup of tea to accompany your scone?
Certainly not. If there's an option between tea and champagne, and I'm on a first-class flight, it's champagne every time. I prefer champagne.
As well as teaching their cabin crews how to feed all those hungry passengers, this centre also trains pilots old and new how to deal with any situation.
Runway 27 left, surface wind is calm, you're clear takeoff. Well, we've had our takeoff clearance, so, Mary, you have control.
Yes.
Okay, and I shall guide you through our departure. And we're accelerating. When we get to about 150 miles an hour, then we will take off. So just pull that control column just towards you. A little bit more. That's it, a little bit more. A little bit more. And just hold it just about there. Beautifully done. That's it, you are flying.
And where's Windsor?
Windsor is just ahead and on our right.
You've probably guessed that they'd not let me take control of a real plane. In fact, I'm in one of the centre's cutting-edge flight simulators in the capable hands of Captain Helen Kalaluka.
You get such an amazing view.
We do, we have the best view. This is, I always say to people, this is the best office I've ever had.
We've chosen a good day.
We have chosen a very good day. It's a lovely day for flying.
I know it's only a simulator, but as we make our return to Heathrow, I can assure you it feels very real.
Is that the runway straight at...
That's the runway straight in front of us.
I can feel us going down.
There we are, just turning right just a little bit. And now we're about 300 feet above the ground. Not just
100.
It. There we go.
50.
So start
30,
to bring the control column
20,
back now.
10.
That's it. Beautiful.
That was beautiful. Oh,
there we are. And
that's
just
the
nose
feeling we
going
know
down.
so well.
Whoops, that'll be the champagne then.
There we are. And we'll stop the aeroplane there.
A huge thank you. I never dreamt that I'd ever be in a seat like this in command. And next time I'm sitting in the back, I will remember just what it's like to be in control. And I'm still full of admiration for you. Thank you.
Well, it's been a pleasure flying with you, Mary. Thank you very much.
After touring all those kitchens, I have a new respect for quick cooking. And I'm very happy that some of my dishes met the mark.